sweet gun from Mossberg. Hey folks, I review handguns all the time for national magazines, and I was recently sent a new handgun by Mossberg, and I have to say I was a little bit skeptical. I love Mossberg, I love their pump shotguns. I just reviewed a semi-automatic, that 940 JM semi-automatic shotgun. Wonderful shotguns, but their handguns, just wasn't sure, but I'm telling you, the company is making great strides. Now, I personally have carried a Glock Model 19 for most of my adult life, and I love it. The thing never jams. It's wonderful to shoot. It's the gun you want, I think, you know, when the stuff hits the fan. I've also started carrying a lot this excellent little SIG P365 because it's so small, it's so compact, it's easy to carry it if I'm not wearing a lot of clothes. So when they sent this Mossberg, for me to carry it, it's got to really have something special, something over these guns. And I'm telling you, I've got no commitment, obligation to Mossberg. I'm just trying to tell you guns that I really believe in. And this one is a really surprising little gun. It's called the MC2c, the C being compact. It comes with, it's a 9mm. This one comes with 2 mags. It's a 13 and a 15 round extended mag. But the whole key to this gun is it is slimline. Now, there are a couple new guns on the market that have done this similar thing. Now, SIG makes its excellent P365 XL. That's a really slimline. Glock now makes its Model 48. That's very similar. But I'm telling you, this gun, I personally like that grip angle. Now that's all a personal feel thing. I just love that grip angle. But just feeling this gun, to me, it is thinner than those guns that I talked about. It holds 13 or 15 rounds. It has everything and it just feels good. The grip panels are in the right place. To me, that's a lot grippier than the Glock. And believe me, I don't want to say that because I love Glocks. Feels better, it fits my hand better. I don't have to rotate to hit that mag release button. With my grip, I can hit that easily just with my thumb without shifting my grip as I have to do. It has this wonderful little pad where your support hand can really rest and truly grip even when it's sweaty. It's got low profile sights. It's also available with TruGlo night sights for about $100 more, which is industry standard. Of course, it has the flashlight mount. It's got everything you need in a handgun, plus it's thin. So really the only question I wanted to ask is it reliable? That's the #1 thing that I'm concerned with about a carry gun. So let's take a few numbers here. Right now, the standard for these thin 9mm handguns is right around 20 ounces. Some of the Glocks that are the thick regular size, are mid-20s. Of course, the sub-compact guns like this P365, like the cars, are in the 15-ounce range. I want to see what this gun weighs completely unloaded. I know what Mossberg says. They say 21 ounces. That's 1 pound, 6 ounces. So that's 22 ounces. That's what I've got. They say 21. I've got it at 22. That still means it's a really light gun. But again, I like it because it's thin. The trigger is good because we have such a low standards with handgun triggers now. I do think that it has a little bit extra play, more so than a Glock or some other guns. You can see it's got just a little bit of creep right there. You can get used to this trigger, and it's a 2-stage like all of these striker fired guns. You can see the 2-stage take that up, then it has that creep, and then of course I'll show you the reset. That's the reset there. So I would say, if anything, if I had a complaint before I shoot it, that's my only complaint, is the trigger isn't quite as good. But I've just seen that when you get used to shooting what I consider subpar triggers, when you compare them to 45s or other good triggers, you get used to shooting them, and then it's amazing what you can do. It's got a 3.9-inch barrel, and it's just got everything you need. I found a manufacturer to make a holster for it. This is NSR, but there are already some available. So to me, it just makes a perfect little handgun. This is the Mossberg MC2c. It retails for $490, but I've already found it online for $390, under $400. But its claim to fame is that slim slide.
Its claim to fame. Its claim to fame. Its claim to fame. Its claim to fame.
On a Glock 19, you've got a slide of 1.01, calling an inch. This 365 is going to be real close to it. That's 0.90. And then this Mossberg that holds, and that's 0.90. So it's the same width as this P365, as you can see. As you can see, they are really similar, except for the barrel's a little longer. So 365 makes the XL. And these two would be very similar guns. And unlike the Glock and some of the others, this thing breaks down from the back. You don't have to pull the trigger to break it down. Not that that matters, but you just take the magazine out and that striker and firing pin comes right out the back, nice and easy. Folks, I think the concealed carry world just got a little more competition with this Mossberg. Now let's go shoot it. So I love the feel of this new Mossberg MC2c. Let's see how it shoots. It just fits my handgun. I love that grip handle there, and I love that grip, which sounds silly, but I put so much pressure with the support hand. I don't know, that feels so good. I want to give it another try. Again, I've not beholden to Mossberg at all, but I love this little gun, this MC2c. Seriously, it's in the running now. I've got some hard choices on what I want to everyday carry with. 13 or 15 rounds, being this slim and shooting this good, it's unbelievable. I really love it. It just fits me good. I feel confident with it. The only thing, I mentioned the trigger. It's a little bit heavier, has a little more creep, but when I was shooting it out here, as long as you're practiced up and trained with the two-stage Glock style trigger, you'll be fine. But the only thing was I consistently, on that last shell, I kept hitting the slide release with my thumb, even though that's very low profile, but plenty of times the slide was not staying back on me. But I think that's an indictment of me and my shooting style, because I see that all the time with miniguns, and I think it's because I'm so aggressively holding that right there. But that's about the only negative I can give it. Otherwise, a wonderful gun. And again, I'm gonna have to make some hard decisions here. I love these sights, but I would want the upgrade to the night sights. And honestly, that's about it. Well done, Mossberg, once again. I'm Jeff Johnston, that's no BS.